So, since I'm basically soft rebooting my DC Cinematic Universe series, I thought I should go over Nightwing again because he's going to be a pretty major character and he covers a lot of movies. So, we're going to have to kind of re talk about him a bit. I'm not going to do what I did last time and go over everything. I'm just going to talk about what movies he's appearing in what order and how that goes. So, let's start with the first film, which is going to be Batman film, which is going to take place right after the first Justice League film in Phase 1. And this one is going to have Batman and Robin. They've already been working together for a while at this point. It's not a Robin origin story. We don't really need that. But the main villain would be Zuko, and we'd see Commissioner Gordon and his daughter Barbara Gordon. Barbara will become Batgirl towards the end of the film, and that would basically be the start of the Bat family with Batman, Batgirl, and Commissioner Gordon. The next time we see Nightwing, Dick Grayson, will be in the Phase 2 Batman film, which is going to be a combination of Killing Joke and Death of the Family, which is taking place after the second Justice League film. And this will be Dick Grayson retiring as Robin. He's now Nightwing. And Bruce now has a new Robin, Jason Todd. We get Joker shooting and paralyzing Batgirl, and Nightwing becomes angry and decides to go in alone. Jason is asked to stay behind by Bruce, but he ignores him and does his own investigation, leading him to a warehouse where Joker captures and beats Jason with a crowbar. This was basically Joker's plan to split up the Bat family and destroy what Batman loves. So he hijacks the Gotham TV channels and live records a ticking bomb next to Jason Todd, and has Batman and Nightwing race to the warehouse on the other side of Gotham to save him. But they run out of time, and the bomb kills Robin before Batman can save him. The dynamic duo find and capture the Joker, but Batman promises never to put another kid in danger. Right after that will be a new Teen Titans film. This one would have Raven bring together a new team of Teen Titans. Assuming there's going to be a film for the OG Teen Titans, that's what I'm assuming here. I haven't really planned out that yet, but I'll get to it. But basically, she's going to be trying to prevent the return of her father, Trigon. This team will include the Flash, Wally West, because Wally will become the Flash in Phase 2. We'll have Cyborg, we'll have Starfire, we'll have Beast Boy, we'll have Wonder Girl, Donna Troy, we'll have Tara Markov, and we'll have Jericho, Joseph Wilson. We'll also get to see the Nightwing and Starfire relationship, people that like that relationship. The villain for the first major chunk of the film is going to be Brother Blood, who is trying to capture Raven to summon Trigon, hence why Raven gathered a team. Seeing that Raven has gathered a team, Brother Blood basically hires Hive to help stop the heroes while they can get Raven and complete the ritual. So Hive hires Deathstroke to help in stopping the Titans, which results in Deathstroke manipulating one of the team members, Tara, into spying on the team and helping defeat them. Tara then turns on the team, manages to capture them, allowing Brother Blood to use Raven to summon Trigon. And this would lead to the big final fight against the Titans and Trigon that results in the death of Tara and Jericho. But the team also has to kill Raven because she is the tether keeping Trigon to the mortal plane, which leads to Raven's death. And that would be how that Teen Titans film would end. The next Nightwing film will be at the beginning of Phase 3. It's going to be a Starfire film, and it's going to show Nightwing and Starfire getting married, but the wedding gets interrupted by General Fizon, who reveals that Corey's sister Blackfire is the Queen of Tamaran, acting as a puppet queen to the Citadel. So the three of them go to Tamaran to free the planet from the Citadel, working with the the Tamaranian freedom fighters, which will include Starfire's brother, Ryander, as well as Argent, who was a captive of the Citadel. And once Tamaran is freed, Corey must remain and marry General Fizon to ensure the safety of her people, breaking off the engagement with Nightwing. This leads to a Nightwing film the following year, where the two are now broken up and he's heartbroken, so he decides to distract himself with a string of mysterious murders in Gotham's neighboring city of Bloodhaven, which is where he discovers the main villain of this film, which is going to be Blockbuster, who has taken control of its mobs. He moves there, becomes a bartender, and sets up his own operations. He also discovers that he's neighbors with a former All-Star Squadron member named Tarantula, aka John Law. And Tarantula kind of acts as sort of a mentor for Nightwing. He also teams up with a new vigilante named Huntress, who he has a brief fling with. The next Nightwing film is going to be a Nightwing and Flamebird film. This will feature Betty Kane, who used to be Flamebird but quit after the death of half of her team, the Titans West, who will all die in the Karak bombing, which I'll get to in some other video. She moves to Bloodhaven, where she meets Dick Grayson, and the two become sparring partners. He eventually reveals that he's Nightwing, and Betty becomes Flamebird to assist in the case. He helps her overcome her guilt and convinces her to remain as Flamebird and help in the protection of Bloodhaven. The next film will be a Titans film again. This time the OG Titans are reforming, so you have Nightwing, The Flash, Arsenal, Tempest, Troya, Jesse Quick, Argent, Starfire, and Cyborg. And I don't know what the plot of this film is going to be, but it will bring back sort of the Starfire and Nightwing relationship a bit. They're trying to reconnect, but it's clear that Nightwing has feelings for someone else at this point in time, which leads us to a Batman film that's going to take inspiration from Nightfall and A Lonely Place of Dying, I think it was. So he's been working alone since Jason died, which was several years ago. And Nightwing and Oracle have tried to assist him on several occasions, but he refuses any help. He basically has become Arkham-verse Batman. A teenager named Tim Drake notices this pattern in Batman, and that'll become important later. Nightwing and Oracle also reignite their sort of teenage romance now that he has mostly gotten over Starfire. Meanwhile, Bane has appeared in Gotham, using Batman's need to work alone against him. He frees the inmates of Arkham to distract and tire out Batman enough so that he can beat and break Batman's back. With Batman out of commission, a new version of Batman appears, a more violent version of Batman. Tim, knowing this isn't Batman, reveals to Nightwing that he knows he's Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne was Batman, and that he wants to help stop this version of Batman. Nightwing agrees to Tim's help, and the trio of Nightwing, Oracle, and Tim, who becomes Robin, stop Jean-Paul Valley as Batman and Dick temporarily take on the mantle of Batman while Bruce heals. In Phase 4, we're going to see another Batman film, this time inspired by Batman No Man's Land. Nightwing's not going to have as big of a presence this one, but he is going to be there because the entire Bat family's there, but he's not going to have a really big moment in this one. Basically, Bruce is back as Batman, just in time for the entirety of Gotham to be destroyed by an earthquake, causing Gotham to be considered a no man's land. Cassandra Cain is going to appear in Gotham, and Batman has to fight David Cain, who will be kind of the main villain of this storyline. Cassandra becomes Batgirl to help stop her father, further expanding the Bat family. We'll also learn that Selina Kyle has a daughter that she had with Bruce, named Helena, and Bruce makes the decision to send Selina out of Gotham to keep the mother and child safe. And the final Nightwing film in Phase 4 is going to be an Outsiders film. And this is going to have Arsenal and Nightwing form a Outsiders team, which is going to include Starfire, Jade, Grace Choi, Katana, Metamorpho, Indigo, and Firestorm. Nightwing and Starfire are going to resolve their lingering romance when he admits that he moves on. And she returns to her planet. And at the end of the film, Nightwing leaves the Outsiders with Arsenal in charge, returning to Bloodhaven to become a cop. Then we have two final films that are going to kind of kick off Phase 5. The first one is Batman Tower of Babel, kind of like how Captain America Civil War was basically like Avengers 2.5. This is basically JLA 1.5. Batman's Babel protocols are stolen by Nyssa Al Ghul and used against the JLA, showing Batman has contingency plans against his teammates and friends. He's expelled from the JLA and has a final fight with the League of Assassins, resulting in his death. With Batman dead, Dick takes up the mantle of Batman, which leads to the Batman and Robin film. Tim Drake is now Red Robin and is infiltrating the League of Assassins to search for evidence that Bruce is still alive. He finds Talia with a son named Damian, who is revealed to be Bruce's son. He takes Damian to Gotham, where he becomes the new Robin, working alongside Dick Grayson's Batman, and whatever story we choose there is going to happen. And I already explained in the last video, like, Dick Grayson's now going to be Batman, so he's going to be in the second JLA film, where he's going to be, like, helping save Superman from Mongol and Zod, stopping the Zod invasion, all that stuff. So yeah, that's just the plans for Nightwing.